What is up? It's SNS back at it for the recap of Monday Night Football. SF takes it 20, Carolina 9. SF continues to march on, and Carolina takes a tough loss, Jer. This was one of your mineral picks. What were your thoughts on this one? What were your takeaways?
Yeah, finally 3-1 on the week, and if I'm being fair, you could have got New England -6 on one of those sites when they thought Burrow was playing. So in my mind, I went 4-0, but finally, those last few weeks it was tough, and J.C. Horn picking. It's not all Purdy's fault, but Carolina's defense, I got to tip the hat. The offense couldn't get it going, and San Francisco's injured, depleted defense, held them pretty good. Carolina probably should have won this game. They were in the red zone many, many times, and at the end just couldn't get it done. I think they're still in line to win that NFC South, though.
Yeah, it's they had their chances, man. They had interceptions galore, and just the red zone offense isn't that great, is what I've took away from this game from Carolina and SF. To be fair, not the best red zone offenses here, and Carolina just seems to struggle on the road still. At home, I mean, they've done really well, but on the road, just not the same team, especially offensively. I've noticed at home they can get behind a little bit and catch up, but on the road just seems like they need to get a lead and hold on, because I mean they've used some really good ways, but I mean there's just I think the running game is their bread and butter with Rico Dowdle and gang, but SF, I think Brock Purdy was still a little rusty. You could see, he was rushing some throws and throwing into double coverage. But sloppy game all in all. But SF, they get the much needed victory. Carolina, I think 6-6 now, and still behind Tampa Bay in that division. Carolina's not going to get any easier next week. They're facing those Rams, Jer.
No, and
San Francisco, I believe, will be facing Shador and gang.
Yeah, the way that this division, their division, Carolina's division, plays football, it just seems like they're the better team this year. If Tampa Bay was healthy, they would be the better team. They're just not. And who knows what's going to happen over there. So I think Carolina's still looking good. Lost, unfortunately. If they would have taken care of business in the red zone, they would have won. They would have won this game. It would have been 30-20 at least. But I still say they scratch and claw and
they were given.
Figure out a way.
Yeah, they were given. Well, do you give them any chance to beat the Rams next week?
Probably not. But the way that Tampa Bay is performing right now, I don't think they're going to win too many games either. And obviously, they've had a lot of divisional games, so I'm not sure how many divisional tilts are left, but I know NFL is scheduling it for end of the season, kind of playoff-like atmosphere games, no matter what you're watching, because they're playing for divisions or maybe, depending on. It's going to be tight, obviously, but
I don't think Carolina and Tampa have played yet.
Okay.
From my memory, I don't think Carolina and Tampa have played yet. So they still, but Atlanta, somehow, some way, they're still kind of in the picture. I mean, they got the Jets this week. If they take care of business there, I believe they still got some divisional matchups. So they're kind of still alive in this division. I mean, it's not exactly a who's who division, but still an outside chance. I mean, they were 4-2 at one point. They lose 6 games in a row. And they take care of New Orleans last week, so you never know with them. But, yeah, SF will be going into Cleveland next week. Not an easy place to play with that defense. Myles Garrett looking for that NFL record.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see what Shador and Gang can do at home. SF obviously didn't look the best stylistically here, so maybe there's some caution there if people want to lay that 6. I think it's down to 5 now. There's been some money come in on Cleveland, so we'll see how that line goes and whatnot. But I know a lot of people are liking that +10, +10.5 for Carolina from some of the shows that I've watched already. So interesting in that. I mean, they've been pretty solid at home, so I can see why people will take that 10, 10.5 definitely. Any other takeaways from this game, Jer?
Yeah, I'm just very impressed about how I'm being shown most of San Francisco's star-studded defense in the stands, and they're, taking care of business with the team that hasn't classically been good lately, but has kind of caught fire a little bit. Rico Dowdle, they need him to perform a little bit better. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
Um, with the depleted corpse, how they're
Well, I mean, that division, yeah, San Francisco, I mean, they've had a pretty easy schedule the last few weeks, minus that Rams game where they kind of got roughed up early. And they came back, made a valiant effort, and then now they've had a couple of, let's say, easier wins to their schedule. But let's see what happens. I'm interested in that Cleveland game to see what happens there. And I'm
Shador,
interested in
baby.
that Carolina Rams game. So Shador,
Yeah,
full week of practice, second full week of practice. I mean, there's always going to be guys deterring him and guys loving him. He's so polarizing. I mean, either
must
people
see
love
TV.
him or hate him, but yeah, it's,
I
it's going to
wonder
be
which network's going to carry
it's
it.
entertaining. Yeah, it's entertaining for sure. So I don't think any of them are honestly. Probably CBS is just like the regular games, right? But it'll be interesting if Cleveland has any more primetime games to see what kind of viewing, like a national audience would give to Shador and gang. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this recap, Carolina and SF. Join us for our Thanksgiving preview show that we got up our sleeve. And of
Yeah.
course, week 13's bets show. And yeah, a lot more shenanigans in store here on S&S. So that'll do it. Join us next time, guys.
Peace.